Hello and welcome to Respect the Crit. I'm your host and game master, Ian Duncan, and we are all a bunch of wet-ass porgs here. Just a bunch of horny, wet-ass porgs. the wetter porg is over here, Jamie Lee Bonez.
Why am I wetter? Hi there, I'm Jamie. I play Elo, the modified medical droid.
And possibly the wettest.
Oh, okay, good.
That's why you were wetter, because I had to build to something.
Got it. We're building.
The wettest porg, Alex Herrera.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I play Beegax, the Doug Slicer, and I'm the wettest because I have to turn all my fans off.
Yes.
Close the window behind me.
It's nice and warm. We're nice and wet. All that wet is sweat, but it's gonna be fine because we're gonna cool down in the void of Elo and find out what strange things are happening there. So let's get into it. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Episode 22, Depths of a Droid. Heading back to the planet Socorro, Elo interfaced with their ship, the Way, in an attempt to scan for pirate threats when entering the system. But Elo was unexpectedly drawn into some mysterious part of their program and found themselves on the surface of Dathomir, a remote world shrouded in mystery. Before Elo could investigate the cause of this strange glitch, the crew was ejected out of light speed after almost colliding with a pod of purrgils traveling through the outer rim expanse. Elo and Beegax decided to probe further into the droid's processors, hoping to uncover the bizarre malfunctions. But as the fringers dove into the droid's memories, Beegax was ejected from the system, and Elo pushed on, seeking answers alone in the strange fog.
First off, let's do the destiny roll.
Oh, 2 light side.
Yes. Oh, 1 dark side.
I also rolled 1 dark side.
Even Steven.
The day I get 2 light sides.
This is even, and it's interesting because I also entreated the Wills of the Force. What if they would gift you a boon or a bane of another light side point? And the poll that I put out on Twitter at Respect the Crit, if you wanna get on it, is came out 50-50, totally balanced, completely balanced.
Just like the universe should be.
Yeah, the Wills brought balance to the Force. However, I did do a sneaky other poll on Instagram at Respect the Crit also, and that one was most decidedly light side. So you will have an extra light side point that cannot be converted to the dark side.
Be converted.
All right, so we got 3 light and 2 dark. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Green smoke engulfs you. It rises up and circles around you. And as you have let it, this whole time it has been swirling about you at the edge of your perception, and now you feel as if I just let go, perhaps I can understand more what this is, and let go you have. And now it fills the entirety of your vision, of your senses, of your being. And then, suddenly, you are back on the planet Dathomir. And this time, there is a full-on battle happening. Blaster fire is shooting at you, lighting up the crimson sky. There are energy bows that are firing back, red streaks towards the army of battle droids that are storming towards you. Your sisters are fighting and dying all around you. You hold one of your clan in your arms, trying to heal them. It is a pale, woman, a warrior, a night sister, dressed in crimson robes, and seared from battle droid blaster fire. What do you do?
I suppose I want to do a medicine check.
Roll me an average medicine check.
Okay. Whoa, 1 failure. Medicine's my thing, and I failed!
You don't think there's anything that you can do for your sister here, especially not with a garrison of battle droids marching down on you. She looks up into your eyes. Sister, we can't win.
Knowing that Elo can't do anything to help this dying woman, Elo's gonna look back down and say, "We will continue to fight, and your death will not be in vain," and is going to hold this woman until she passes.
You grip this woman tighter in an embrace as she begins to die on this battlefield, and you notice that your corporeal form has changed as well. You're no longer an amalgamation of parts, but pale flesh with dark tattoos and this same crimson robes and armor. This other woman whispers into your ear. The last thing she says: "Doom is upon us, sister. Save yourself." And with that, her life force passes out of her body. Suddenly there is like a scream, inhuman and monstrous, and the living dead of other fallen sisters, your ancestors, and those who have come before begin to rush the battlefield, streaming from the Night Sister temple behind you. They come rushing out, their eyes glowing green, to attack these battle droids. And though they are many, you know that seeing the army of the dead released is a desperate move. Things are very real, and there is no way you can let these battle droids advance. You must keep the mothers safe, and you must not allow them into your temple. The battle droids continue to march and fire on you.
Elo is going to gently put this woman down and is going to quickly look around and see that we are in a dire situation, and Elo will grab whatever weapon, if it be this woman's weapon nearby, or my own, will grab it and run towards the front of the battle.
Her energy bow is there on the ground. It lays next to her body.
She would make sure before leaving that, you do the ceremonious, closing of the eyes to make sure that this woman is at rest, and then we'll run over.
You run into the fray of battle droids, screaming army of the dead and your sisters. And we're going to have you fight some battle droids.
Oh my god! Okay.
Whoa.
You run up on some battle droids. I need you to roll me a ranged heavy attack. Let's say they are within medium range of you, so that will be 2 purple dice.
2 success, 1 threat.
Boom. A battle droid, you draw back your string, the energy string on this bow, and fire. A crimson bolt flies through the air and smashes into a battle droid's face sensor. It explodes and falls against the ground of Dathomir here, and crunching over it is just a bunch more droids. They are going to make an attack on you. No, miss. They fire around you as you agilely get out of the way.
Somersault.
Scream, Roger, Roger. Yeah, yeah. Somersaulting among the dead and the fighting. And in the distance, you can see another droid. This one much larger, much taller, hulking, with its cape billowing in the dry wind. Feet like claws, with a whole cadre of battle droid bodyguards. It begins to march towards you and towards the temple.
I picture like that scene from Lord of the Rings where he's just like sweeping through, the battlefield to get to the temple. So Elo's gonna fire upon this larger droid. We'll move in to range and fire upon this larger droid.
This is going to be long range from you. So that's going to be 3 purple, but this is an adversary of 4. So that's actually going to be 3 red, 1 purple.
What does this droid look like? Can I ask questions?
Well, this droid is in fact swinging around through the battlefield, slicing through with blades of light. A green.
You don't have to tell me anymore. No, I know who this is.
A green and a blue.
Who is it, Alex?
Swinging.
Tell me, who is it?
Do you remember the Star Wars movies? The prequels? Mm-hmm. Do you remember the guy, the robot? He's like, General Kenobi.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I know what this is now. I can't believe I didn't recognize it when you described it in the beginning, Ian.
I was keeping it a little vague.
Oh, no. This is not going to end well. Okay, anyways.
1 advantage, 2 failures.
Yeah, you fire and there's just too much in the way. You are trying not to hit the members of your clan, both those who are fighting alive and those who are fighting resurrected. You can see these whirling blades of light coming closer and closer. We cut to Elo, the droid, sitting in the common area of the way, and their eyes are just sort of like blinking erratically on and off. The waveform mouth silent and unmoving, and Beegax is sitting there with his new deck set up, plugged in to a port somewhere on this droid. You've just been disconnected from Elo's network, basically, by something totally irregular.
He got kicked out, obviously, so he's trying to establish reconnection with the deck. His hands clacking as fast as he can. I'm gonna try and, re-enter so I can at least see what they are seeing, what Elo is seeing. This obviously he understands that there's something happening. He wants to be able to build some sort of visual form to what's happening in there, so he's gonna try and get in again if he can.
Yes, you absolutely can. We're gonna call this accessing systems. You are accessing Elo's systems.
Perfect.
Trying to reconnect with their network, basically. So give me a computer check at difficulty easy.
Okay. Oh, baby, a triple. 3 success, 2 advantage.
Right now, your deck has not sustained any damage or anything like that. But whatever it was that wanted you out of here, really wanted you out of here. And it's willing to do whatever needs to be done to keep you out. So if it manages to kick you out again, accessing this system is going to get more and more difficult, and we're going to keep upping that difficulty. Any despairs will do damage to your deck.
Oh no, this is brand new. No. I just realized. I was like, no. This is brand new. I can't have it get wrecked. Oh my god.
So you successfully access the system. Boom. You're back in. Give me... no, you got 3 successes, right? That's a great roll. I'll give it to you. I'll give this to you. You know, as a slicer, everything has a signature. Like, the Empire has it. The people they were spying on has it. Hell, even Beegax has a signature whenever he slices into stuff.
This is correct.
You're looking for, like, Elo's signature? Like, something that's unique about this droid and their programming? It's gone.
What? Excuse?
I've been erased!
So, like, every trace of their personality is not in there? Or, like, what? I don't think I quite understand.
Like, been erased?
It's not there. You realize, like, with a little bit of investigation, they seem to be in some kind of, like, reboot loop. Like, you look over and you see Elo, and they're just blink, 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 blink.
Oh, no. Red Ring of Death. It's my Xbox going crazy. I'll try and help them out of the loop. Like, if I can knock them out of this reboot loop. Because I know, like, sometimes computers, when they break, they get stuck in that, like, it keeps rebooting until you go to a previous save state, or perhaps you run something that allows it to boot through a different method.
As you do so, beep, 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 beep. Access denied, access denied, access denied. Security protocols go up all around. And once again, like, you can see just that gradient, that blue gradient of your screen. Green begins to, like, creep in around the edges here.
That's so weird.
Okay, well, I'm going to use... It's passive, but I don't know if it works, but I'm going to try and bypass whatever security is trying to kick me out.
You wanna disable the security program. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. Go ahead and make me a computer check at difficulty, we'll call it hard.
Okay. I'm going to use bypass security to remove 1 black per rank of bypass security, which is only 1.
Oh, got it. Okay. Well, there's no black die yet.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yet.
So I can't turn a purple into a black, essentially.
It doesn't, but I kind of like that a little bit. So, yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 purple and a black. That's interesting.
I mean, it's a little easier, but it's not by much. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, okay.
I never know. I never know.
Yeah,
it could be good or bad.
exactly.
I never know.
At 1 advantage is a triumph, but there's also 3 failures.
Oh, all right. So, that's a failure, but that's a crit, and we gotta respect that crit. So, yeah, you're not able to get around the security program at the moment, but there's a triumph, and I want to know what that is.
Maybe...
Jamie, did you have a suggestion?
I had a suggestion, but I don't know if it would work. Maybe it's, you know how last time I flipped the light side point to make it so that you could see what Elo sees? What if it's that you can do that, but the rest is frozen? Like, you can't move on. You can't do anything else.
Oh.
Like, you can't manipulate
I think
anything.
it's
You just have to watch.
Okay, yeah, I think that works for me. I'm only allowed to watch the unfoldings of this person's life who's not Elo.
Who is this person?
Beegax gets to see somehow what this is. I don't think it's a one-to-one visual of it. Like, I don't think it's like you're watching a QuickTime movie, but I think maybe we could come up with something that's a way for that to manifest together. Like, a bad pitch off the top of my head, I want to say it's like when you read The Matrix, and it's just like, you know, but that seems, I think we can do better than that. You know what I mean?
I like that.
That's what I was thinking of too.
Like, there may be a way to Star Wars it up, or
Yeah.
or something.
I don't know if you know this, but in the MMORPG, the Star Wars game, The Old Republic, there was a guy who was like a holocron keeper, and he was trying to rebuild the history because a lot of it was taken out by the Sith Empire from the back in the day. So maybe it's like something where I'm getting pieces of it, and then it skips, and then I get another piece of it, and it skips, and I'm missing, like, I don't know, you choose what's missing, but I'm missing certain points from it.
And you're seeing, like, you are actually seeing that, like a movie sort of like stopping and going,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's almost like it's trying to buffer, but then instead of buffering it, like, oh, you lost this. Like 2 seconds are missing, and then it picks up again. But I don't know what happened in those 2 seconds.
So I think how this manifests then is you're getting like screenshots of, it looks like blurry images. You can see like light like bleeding through this image, and it looks a little bit dark. It's definitely red, and it's like glitching out onto your computer screen. So it'll come in, but it'll come in and it'll be like pixelated in places, and there'll be like green lines sort of like striating through. It looks like sort of, have you ever had like a graphics card die or something like that? That's kind of how this is happening. What you're seeing looks like some kind of battle, but it's happening in these stuttering images that are glitching through your screen and also making it difficult to do your slicing.
Do I catch an image of this light blade, energy sword wielding droid?
All you can see right now is like blue and green whirling. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell then, yeah. It just looks like energy swirls and stuff. Alright, so Beegax just looks at the images and he's like, I hope you're in there, Elo. And he just keeps, trying to do whatever functions he can, not realizing that it's basically useless at this point.
And these security programs are still in your way. In order to like try and find Elo, now you have to get around these blockades basically. And this presence, you can see like now flashing this red with lights glitching over your screen, the green creeping through. It is going to try and expel you once more.
Oh shit.
I would like to add a black via my passive defensive slicing.
Ah, got it. Perfect.
So that happens every time something tries to attack me in my digital cyberspace.
I need you to make me a check here. We're going to do opposing checks. Whoever has the most successes. We'll call it an average check for now.
Okay. And then for you I add a black to yours.
I do have a black die, yeah.
Average is 2?
Yep.
Please. Ooh. 1 success. Everything else killed itself.
I got 3 successes.
Aww.
Oh shit, I'm about to get ejected.
Pooh. Suddenly your screen goes green again. Shoom, like bright light, and you are kicked out once again.
Wait, I'm not, because I'm gonna use Natural Programmer once per session. May reroll any one computers or astrogation check.
Nice. Please do so.
That's cool.
I can only do this once per game, so I can't do this.
It's a whole ass reroll?
Once per session, yeah.
Oh, nice. That's very good.
Ah! That's worse.
No!
Yeah, now it's no successes and 2 failures.
Aww.
Yeah. Oh well, it was worth a shot.
Once again, like, boom, kicked out of this system. And it's almost as if it's not acting like any program you've ever interfaced with. Nothing has ever been this powerful, this fast. No program, no droid has acted like this. It's almost as if you're slicing against another being. You look over to Elo once more, and they are just like in this loop, blinking and glitching, and if you are to believe your screens, perhaps even suffering. Elo, you are back in this battlefield. Their blaster fire, again, hail of blaster fire all around you, the stomping of battle droids coming at you.
So, Elo, having missed last time, is going to try to move and find a better vantage point, maybe get a little closer, and is going to try and attack this big baddie daddy droid.
So you are at long range. Now, you could move into medium range by using up 2 maneuvers. Doing so would require that you take a strain of 2.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Got it. Tell me what that looks like. You somersaulting around.
Yes, well, with all of this blaster fire and everything everywhere, Elo is using speed and nimbleness to their benefit. They're going to be jumping off of droid bodies and sort of trying to get to a mound or a higher ground that's closer to Big Baddie Daddy, and is going to try and fire from perhaps maybe the side or behind, because I know they're headed towards the temple, not necessarily towards Elo. So it's not as though Big Baddie Daddy is like focused on Elo right now. So I'm hoping that they can sort of like maneuver around and surprise him.
Yeah, roll me a stealth check.
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
We're going to call it, it's going to be average. I'm going to throw in a black die though, because it's even though there's a lot of confusion, it's working both for and against you.
Okay. I have 1 success, 1 advantage.
All right, then go ahead and make that attack for me. Now the difficulty is 2 reds and 2 purple.
Okay. 2 threats.
Again, you jump from battle droid to battle droid using aerobatic prowess to make your way closer to this figure, this stamping, hulking droid that is using these laser swords to cut down your sisters. You fire from your energy bow, and it just misses again, landing into the dirt. But it doesn't seem to have gotten the attention of Big Daddy Droid. What did you call him?
Big Baddie Daddy.
Big Baddie Daddy. It doesn't seem to have necessarily got the attention of Big Baddie Daddy. They seem to be engaged in their own fighting. There are going to be some droids taking some shots at you from here. Just 1 success and 2 advantage. So that is going to be 10 damage.
Oof. My soak is 4, so I take 6.
What does Elo want to do now?
I am feeling so brazen because I feel like detached a little bit, because it's like, this is Elo, but it doesn't feel like it's really Elo, you know? So it's making me want to do like all this crazy shit, and I think I'm just going to do it. How many maneuvers would it cost me to get into close range and jump on Big Daddy?
Big Baddie Daddy.
I want to like jump on his shoulders and like start like smashing him up.
Oh, gotcha. It would take, so you could use 1 maneuver to get into short range. You could use another maneuver to get into engaged, which would be on top of him or right in front of him. So that would be another 2 maneuvers, which would cost you another 2 strain.
Okay, I already have 5.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, that is what I want to do.
Nice.
Elo, having gotten to this vantage point of being on this mound of bodies, is going to run and leap into the air, trying to engage with Big Baddie Daddy. And with a giant scream.
Yeah. I love it. That's what I'm here for. You fly over the tops of these battle droids, over the ancient dead, their eyes glowing green and howling, and you catch with them that primal screaming out into the night over the top of this battle cacophony as you leap down onto this huge droid. And as you do so, you see their eyes are, in fact, not droid eyes, but are organic eyes. They are yellow, menacing, vertical slits. And as you come screaming down on this, what you thought was a droid, now seems to be something completely else. Some merger of being and droid. They stare up at you. Please roll me a brawl attack.
Yikes. I'm gonna tag Beegax in so he can do this instead. Just kidding.
How can you do that?
Okay.
How indeed. The difficulty for this is going to be 2 red, 2 purple.
Okay. My brawl sucks. I only have 2 green, and I wanted to Alex, is it okay if I use our non-refundable light side point to bump one of those up?
You don't have to ask me. This is a team game. You got it. Do it.
I'm gonna do it then. I'm gonna use our non-refundable die.
I mean, you're in your own little world
I
right
know.
now. I mean,
You use a light side point to upgrade to a yellow. Oh, it does not look
Wasn't
good.
worth it.
Oh, it does not look good.
2 advantages and 4 failures.
You're going to get a chance to spend those advantages. And so you come screaming down, and this big baddie daddy looks up at you and swirls away with almost inhuman speed just at the right moment. You land in front of him. There are battle droids now all around you. The blaster fire continuing to go, and now this enormous creature, some kind of amalgamation of being and machine, rears up to its full height. Their eyes narrow down at you. Their laser swords extend out, and from their arms it splits into a second set of arms that reach from within their chassis, their body, their cape, and pull out 2 other hilts, and suddenly there are 4 blades of light staring on you.
Well, Griff. I picture when the leap had happened and Elo missed, they fell to the ground, and they're just going to slowly stand up, energy bow in hand, and it's going to point it directly at them and yell, "Traitor!"
A bolt of red energy comes flying out into our perspective, wiping the screen and into the face of Beegax Botano, sweat dripping off of his brow, trying to clack through all kinds of keys to get back in, get around, and do what he does best, which is slice computers. Beegax, what do you want to do?
I take a serving knife and I slice my computer deck because it was never a deck. It's been cake the whole time.
Oh no, it's all cake. Always has been.
The cake is a lie.
I know it's going to get more aggressive, so I have to... here we go. And he's going to crack his little dug hands and get to clickety-clacking on his deck. Restart it. I'm going to use a light side point to try and make this a much stronger effort if possible.
Okay. First I'm going to have you access the system again. So you can do... That'll be a computer check. This time, the difficulty is 1 red die.
Only 1 red?
Only 1 red.
You got it,
Oh, please. Oh, thank God. Okay. 1 advantage, 1 success. That red dice is scary. It's terrifying. Ugh. Horrendous.
All right, you're back in.
I'm digging around. Like I said, I'm going to use a light side point to try and get back to where I was to establish a solid connection to whatever vision Elo is seeing, so I can maybe pull them out or jumpstart them to get over this reboot loop that they're in.
Yeah, it seems there are no security protocols that are able to block you. Let's say you are enacting a command here. I need you to do a hard computer check, and I'm going to flip a dark side point and upgrade one of those to a red, and I'm going to put in a black die.
Oh, there's so many bad ones! Oh, okay, that's actually not terrible. 6 threats.
Oh my.
2 successes.
Oh my goodness, that's so many threats for me to play with.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Yeah, all the bad dice came up as threats.
Okay. Wow.
But 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. so you can enact this command. What is it you want to do?
So I'm envisioning Beegax is like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to do this. I have to. And he's like pulling out one of his little, from the many new dongles that he's got that I purchased via Creed. And he's going to plug into another section of Elo's, like their head or somewhere where there's like access ports, right? And he plugs it in. And he's just like, all right, here we go. And he goes in for like a hard reset. And it's basically like, it's Elo in the same safe state from like earlier that day, but they can access what they've done even in the current day. It just doesn't include like any metadata or any kind of tags or attachments to the negative aspects of those memories.
Got it. It's like a time machine backup kind of. Got it.
Yeah.
So you're accessing this, and all the while these images are like coming on your screen, and now you're starting to see like that, like it coming closer and closer. There's a lot of like movement, a lot of like blurred images glitching out, that sort of like motion blur that we see, and then you can see it, those eyes, those yellow angry eyes and a face show up. Now, I don't know if Beegax knows who General Grievous is, but there's a possibility that he might know at least of General Grievous for sure. You tell me.
Yeah, I think he's not one to keep up with current events. Like, if he were alive today, if he was in the real world, Beegax would go to the supermarket without a mask because he would not know that he needs to wear one.
Shame on you, Beegax.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know. Oh, okay. And he'll like go back and get one. Not that, oh, my liberties. No, it's more of the fact that he doesn't pay attention to the news.
Got it.
But from what I remember, Grievous is like an iconic figure of the separatist movement.
He'd be on those like posters that are like, watch out for the enemy, Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, if you want, I could roll an education check.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Or maybe lore. It might be lore, but they're both the same for me, so it doesn't really matter. Whichever one you want.
I would say either or. The either or work. Yeah.
Okay, and then if I may suggest difficulty, I would call it hard because he doesn't pay attention. He's not one to look at the news.
Yeah, we'll go with hard for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so 3 for 3. Oh, BX, you dumb bitch. So, 1 success and 1 threat, which I don't know what the hell that would be.
Okay, so you might know who they are. You may not know like what they like currently. Where in current time this person is. But I would say it's a face that you recognize as a separatist.
All right, and so Beegax sees this. He's like, what the crap? And a screenshot, just like real quick, like, okay, I don't know what that
right
is.
Before it fades away, glitches out. Yeah.
And then hopefully the push gets Elo out of the reboot loop.
I'll tell you this. You do this reboot, and there it comes up again. That signature, that Elo signature. Now you see it on your screen, and suddenly everything is green. Everything in your perception. It is dark. You are flailing, moving through something viscous. Your world is green and murky. And suddenly your lungs cry out for air.
Me in real life?
Yes.
What?
What the fuck is happening, bro?
Okay, Beegax is just like he can't breathe. He'll try, I guess if it's murk or if it's like in some sort of muck, he's gonna instinctually try and swim up if he's like in something he can swim or move to find oxygen.
Got it.
Upwards.
Yes. Swiftly, you try and see your surroundings. You're in some kind of green liquid. Everything is obscured beyond like a deep murky sea, and you scramble trying to figure out which way is up. Roll me a resilience check.
we haven't done this one yet.
Let's call it average, but throw in a black die for being surprised.
Yes, because I was sitting at my computer drinking a Slurpee a second ago. One advantage.
One advantage. Okay. I would say the advantage is, in a panic, you are able to right yourself and at least figure out which way is up as you claw your way, trying to find the surface at these unknown depths. Your body screams in pain as it calls out for air, and I need you to take 2 strain.
Fresh. 12 and 11. We fresh out here. Oh boy, how much strain?
2. Just 2.
2? Okay.
But Beegax finds the surface and breaches this strange liquid and finds himself in an absolutely alien location. A void of blackness above, starless, and with no indication of scale or distance. Looking out to either side is an endless sea of green liquid.
Oh man, Beegax looks at himself first. Am I myself? Am I Doug?
You are a Doug. You retain your Doug form.
Ah, good. That's like, am I still brown? Like, he looks. Well, everything is all green water. There are no stars above. He's gonna call out, "Hello, hello, hello, hello."
Your voice echoes out into nothingness. So empty is this void.
What is happening?
Do I have my items on me, or am I just normal, like my clothes and that's it?
What items would you have on you?
My disruptor pistol and a data pad, normally.
I would say the data pad is not there. The pistol, however, seems to be on your person.
Okay, so he'll like pat it, like, oh, okay, good. That's still there. And he's gonna move. Am I standing or floating? What am I doing? I'm sorry, I might have missed it.
You are floating in water, trying
water.
Trying to keep yourself above these unknown depths, murky as you look down into them, disappearing into unknown.
I guess Beegax will swim forward slowly, not trying to burn too much energy, because like this is a whole new experience for him.
Okay, you begin to swim. Give me an athletics check. We'll call it. I mean, how fast are you going? You just kind of like going through?
I mean, it's not too quick because he doesn't want to disturb the water too much in case something like pops up and eats him. But like he's like, he's putting effort behind it.
I see.
For sure.
Okay, so we'll call that average.
One failure, one advantage.
It seems like this environment seems to be draining you of strength, almost of vitality, and I need you to take another strain.
Oh my god, this is gonna kill me. What else can I do? I'm in this weird muck. I'm gonna go under a little bit and see if I can see anything a little deeper in the muck, in the murk.
Okay, how far do you go under?
Nothing unreasonable. Like maybe a foot down.
Okay. Okay. Roll me a perception check. I think it's an average check, but because of the murkiness of this water, I'm gonna throw a black die.
Okay. My perception is 2 green, so outnumbered here. And good thing, 2 success, 4 threat.
So many threats
4
today.
threat.
Yeah, that's a lot of threat.
Wow. Okay. You don't see anything. It's too dense. This water light here, wherever here is, does not seem to break into these depths to see below where you are at. Nothing seems to be around you currently, but you have this intense sense of dread. And on a success, you do hear something in the water. Big, it's boomy, and it's got that like compressed sound that quality to it that sounds underwater have, and it seems to be coming from below.
I'm gonna break the surface, get out, and then swim very, very quickly to either left or right. It doesn't matter at this point. He knows there's no land or anything, but he's just trying to get the hell out of the way. If something's underneath, it's gonna... I guess the feeling I get, that Alex/Beegax gets, is that it's gonna burst upwards. Something's gonna come from the bottom, so he's gonna try and move to the side as far as he can.
Swims out of the way. Nothing breaches the water. Nothing but you're splashing about in this pool. Nothing to hold on to. You're just treading out here. And we pull back and we see Beegax in this enormous expanse, this ocean of green water. And then we hear, it kind of sounds like a name, Elo, on the battlefield as you stare down this separatist general. Something over the din of blaster fire, over the screams of the dying, and the sounds of the battle droids piques your interest. Calls out to you. Or maybe it doesn't. You tell me. Could be your name. Maybe it's a dead name. Maybe it's a name you don't know. I don't know. What do you hear?
What do I hear? Interesting. Okay. And I can pick whatever I want. I kind of love this. Immediately what comes to mind is like an echo of Celine, but I don't know what that means, so we'll just run with it.
Okay. You hear that, and before you can register what any of that means, a beam of light comes swinging by you.
So dodging out of the way, Elo's just going to immediately continue to engage and will fire their energy bow.
You fire a blast. It strikes true. You know this because at this distance, there is no way that your bolt could miss. This general, this four-armed general, somehow pushes one of the smaller, slender B-1 battle droids into the way of your bolt, and it explodes the droid in front of the two of you. And then he swings two of these lightsabers. And at first, it feels cold. And then burning hot. Pain. And then nothing. As your arms fall to the ground.
I think Elo is going to watch their arms and this bow fall to the ground, helpless, and is going to fall down on their knees and look up at this general and say, "We trusted you."
You feel that same sensation slice across your waist. Ugh. And the rest of you falls onto the ground as this general stomps away from you towards the temple. And then, Elo, everything around you, you can see that smoke swirling again in your perception, and it begins to cover you once more.
And I feel as though I'm Elo the droid again, as this is taking over, or am I now this creature person and having this green take over?
You tell me.
I want to say that I am neither and both, and I feel it taking over just in general my person, and Elo's going to continue to let it take over because I'm still trying to figure this out.
Suddenly, Elo is sinking as if beneath a lake. And everything again is this glowing green, somehow both alien and familiar. And as you're sinking, you're also rising. And your senses sort of like emerge from this green mist. And you are now like looking down as though a straight on view of this woman that you know is you, dismembered and mangled from this battle. And you can see this simultaneously, almost like picture in picture, from like above as well as below. And somehow that makes sense, at least for right now. Time passes. The battle is done. The damage is done. As you look down upon this, you see from both of these perspectives a clone trooper from the Republic stare down at you and begin to pull your body on the ground, your dismembered body, away. You can't move from that perspective. And you feel like if you don't move, you may be trapped here forever.
So I can't move, but if I don't move, I'm trapped.
Yes.
Okay. Cool beans.
It's like a riddle. You know, what walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 3 in the evening. I know this one. The answer is humans, right? That's the answer.
Elo, what's your reaction to this?
I'm not sure what my reaction is.
You've given yourself multiple perspectives. Do with that what you will.
That's very true. Though I picture Elo, the droid's perspective, as being more unconscious one than this woman's, who is a physical one. And since I can't have a physical reaction, and they also have an unconscious one too, so how do I I'm gonna have to say that right now I'm not reacting, because I'm taking in a lot and I'm not exactly sure how to proceed right now. There's just so much. And it's so cool.
I gotcha.
My brain hurts.
I think that's very valid. Even as you feel this being dragged away, and the threat of having to relive this over and over again, Elo is stuck in this moment of inability, inactivity, a closed loop, replaying over and over again. And Elo, whatever perspective that is now, is floating somewhere in that green space. And floating elsewhere in a green sea, Beegax treads water frantically, maybe even a little desperately, and a sound, again, that like deep underwater sound.
We trusted
you. Bellows from below the surface beneath you. Maybe it resonates with Beegax, but maybe it doesn't.
No, probably not. He hasn't worked with multiple people besides Chai Chai. So he would, as he's swimming, he wouldn't really know what this is. He'd be like, what the? And he'll just keep swimming as he's trying not to swallow water. He doesn't like swimming. But he doesn't know who it would be. He can't recall anyone placing their trust in him, a group placing their trust in him ever.
He continues to swim. And then it starts to get a little harder to swim.
No.
Roll me an athletics check.
No.
And this is gonna be hard.
Okay. Well, I have 1 success and 1 threat.
You're able to keep your head above water. 1 threat? Yeah, take a strain. Go ahead, take a strain.
God.
How many are you at right now, Alex?
I've taken 3 out of 11, so I have 8 minus 1 now, 7 left.
Beegax, you're starting to get a little tired. What are you looking for?
Land, anything. Beegax is like hoping and praying as he's swimming. He's like, please, anything, a crate, island, an imperial corpse, something. He just like keeps swimming.
I need you to roll me the destiny die.
Oh, cool.
Okay. 1 light side point.
Suddenly, from the depths, something does come up, just as you feared. Rises swiftly and sort of like breaks the tension of the water, and then begins to float nearby you. It looks like a body.
Oh. He'll look at it. Well, and then swim towards it. And what do I see? Like, how big is the body? What is it wearing?
It's a humanoid. Looks to be presenting female. Light skin, very pale. Red robes, dark tattoos.
And it's dead? There's no life in it?
Definitely dead.
Okay, well, he'll try and look at his face, or her face. What does it look like?
Very dead.
Oh, boy. Oof, okay.
Not anyone that Beegax has ever seen before, if that's what you're asking.
He'll, after looking at the face, he'll, without recognizing them, I guess hang on to their back as he just tries to catch his breath for a second. And then try and look further around again, I guess, because there's nothing. He doesn't really want to look at this dead person.
There's nothing. Imagine being in the middle of the ocean. Except instead of a horizon, you see nothing.
Oh, wow. This is like a crazy mind teaser here. And he's literally gonna like talk to himself for a second and just be like, what the griff am I doing here? Look at the dead person again. Is there anything like discernible on the robes? Anything written on the robes, or any markings, patches, anything like that?
Yeah, there seems to be sort of sewn around in the clothes, if you're like kind of like digging through. There seems to be like weird little talismans and things sewn into them.
Talismans?
Yeah, like tiny little bits of bone or a tooth or little things kind of like sewn into the clothes. Some have little markings on them.
You said it's red? It's a red robe?
Yes. Deep, dark.
It's a red wizard of Thay, obviously.
Yeah.
From the Forgotten Realms.
Well, if you want, I mean, again, like, I don't know how much Beegax knows about the Night Sisters.
0. Nothing. Yeah, he's never been to Dathomir. So yeah, he'll just look at this body and see the small little trinkets and things sewn into the robe. And he'll just be like, I don't know what you were, but it didn't look like you had a good time. And he'll just stay on them as he floats. And he'll call out into the vast emptiness, like, "There's somebody out there, hello!" Just like at the top of his lungs, calling for help. It's not a feeling he's used to, but no choice.
Hello, this is what you hear. Again, as if filtered through a deep water.
Somebody out there, hello!
Oh, okay. So Jamie knows that I'm hearing Beegax. Does it sound like Beegax's voice to Elo? I feel like it's pretty discernible.
Beegax has a very distinct voice, as we have all come to know and to love. But you tell me, is this a voice that you recognize? Is this a voice of someone you care about? Or is this a total stranger?
I want to say that because it's through these waters and I have like an idea in my mind of what that means, that I can't really tell. It sounds just sort of muffled at this point. But despite that, Elo is going to head towards wherever this may be coming from and is going to beckon back. Hello? Hello?
Hello. Is what you hear, Beegax.
Do I recognize the voice? Or does it still sound weird and distorted?
It still sounds like it's coming through water, but this time a little clearer. If you recognize the voice, the distinct syntax of it is up for you to decide.
Probably not, because there's no visual clue. So he's gonna hear it say hello. It's like, "Hey, I'm trapped. I need help. I'm in water. I can't really swim for that long. You got a rope, a bow, or something?" Crap, I don't even know what this is. And that's where it kind of stops.
Hello. You're hearing all of this.
Okay.
And as you move towards that sound, as you have described, you begin to move through this green mist again, simultaneously sinking and falling. And as you do so, if you continue on this way, you are losing the perspective from the woman on the ground.
But I am getting closer to the voice.
It is coming in much clearer.
Okay. I'm going to yell back. Where are you?
He'll look up again like he doesn't know where the voice is coming from. I'm in a dirty water with a dead person.
Elo's going to continue to keep going towards this voice and simultaneously sort of looking back as if they want to memorize their route in case when I go find whoever this person is, we can come back here. But I'm going to continue on my path towards this voice. And if I don't see anyone, I suppose Elo would then say, I don't see you, come towards me.
Yeah, it's nothing. And now there is just this mist, this green mist that has enveloped you. And Beegax, you are beckoned to come towards from below.
Oh,
I fucking knew it!
Beegax is like, that's a trap. Are you sure?
No, not really.
I think by now he recognizes the voice. And he's like, hello?
Yes? Is this Beegax?
Yeah. What are you doing underwater? How am I talking to you? I don't know. It's very confusing.
How did we get here?
You tell me. I was trying to get you out of this. You were stuck in this loop, in this reboot loop, and your face was freaking out. And anyways, I'm in here now, in this world. Don't know how to get out. Not very comfortable. And there's a dead person here with me. We need to get out. And I don't want to follow you because you're underwater.
Elo, as you continue to move, if you continue to move, this all is becoming clearer and clearer, at least in the direction that you are in. And even though your perception is obscured, it's almost as if you could reach out and touch this voice.
If it feels like that, Elo would do that. Elo's gonna reach out through the water and sort of reach out for Beegax and even say, "Are you there? Grab my hand."
Your arm pushes through this mist, almost disappearing in the thickness of it. And Beegax, from the water, from the depths, a familiar mechanical hand emerges from the surface through tendrils of wispy green smoke, reaching out for you with fingers extended.
Yeah, he'll see it. And he'll look at the dead body. I'll see you later. Grab Elo's hand.
The two of you are back aboard the Way. You are sitting in exactly the same place. You look at each other. You are both dripping wet. Verse is standing in front of you like, what the criff? Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Respect the Crit, Empire's Edge. If you like what you heard, please consider supporting us by giving us a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. It's a simple thing that will really help us grow the show, and we love to read your feedback. For more information about the show, visit @RespectTheCrit on Twitter and Instagram. Beegax is played by Alex Herrera, who you can find on Twitter @AEHerrera or on his Twitch channel, WadeWolf10. Elo is played by Jamie Lee Bonez, who you can find on Instagram @jamielee.bones. I'm Ian Duncan, your GM and MC, and you can find me @idunks on Twitter and Instagram. The original music featured in the show is provided with permissions by a variety of artists and are linked in the show notes. Please support them by visiting their platforms to check out more of their work and tell them how much you like the show. The Star Wars role-playing system and books are published by Fantasy Flight Games. And remember, whatever the system, whether it's a miss or a hit, you always gotta respect the crit. Thank you very much, and may the Force be with you.
Restarting, looking at my levels, it looks really good. I'm gonna peek now! Okay, that's perfect.
Oh, I should probably test that too. Hello! Oh yeah, that's yellow. Yep. That's good.
Got a wet ass pussy!
Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
Get a bucket, get a mop. My favorite part is that little dangly thing in the back of my throat. It's just so funny to me. I'm like, yes, a little dangly thing.